This is the Country Christmas 3D embossing folder from Spellbinders. I love Spellbinders embossing folders because they're nice and large. They're 5.5 by 8.5 inches. So you could do 2 card fronts if you wanted. For this particular embossing folder, it's directional, so it would be 2 horizontal card backgrounds, but you could use 1 A2 piece or 5x7 piece and do a vertical card as well. I always like to emboss with pieces that are a little bit larger than I want my final dimensions to be, because sometimes in that embossing process the measurements get skewed a little bit. So by cutting it down after it's embossed, I know it's going to be the exact size that I want. You can emboss and use the cardstock as is without ink blending, but for the cards that I was creating here, I added some ink blending to the background, and I absolutely love the texture that gets brought out when you add that ink blending to it. The second card I created was a vertical card, so I used a piece of A2 cardstock and then put it in my card or in my embossing folder, lined it out to make sure that that pattern was kind of centered in my cardstock, then trimmed it down and did a little bit of ink blending around the outside. That one's definitely a lot more subtle than that first background. The third background I did was dark cardstock, and then I used some gold ink on it to bring out those details and a little bit of gold ink blending around the background. Now, I absolutely love this folder, perfect for holiday cards, and it's got such a unique look to it.